Hello and welcome back to another another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. And yeah, there's a lot going on in this episode of Smackdown. We had The Rock kicking off Smackdown, which still feels great to say, and we had some big matches as well, including Bayley taking on Dakota Kai, as well as some other stuff on the card as well. But let's get straight into that Rock segment, and he came out solo to open Smackdown to a massive ovation and Rocky chants, which actually seemed to make him pause and appreciate the crowd as Johnson for a moment before snapping back into the Rock mode. He spoke a bit about his past before sitting down on mic to sing a song. He had two guys playing guitar and a harmonica as he sang about Cody and Seth Rollins. The song was the usual array of jokes you'd expect from Rocky. He made some sex puns, calling Rose a mistake, and mocked him for having a successful wife. Once his song was over, the great one shows some clips of Rose slapping around crying while talking about his mum. And yeah, it was entertaining. Did it go on for too long? Yes. Did it have much for the story, but was it fun? Yes. I think, yeah, it was a decent segment. It was another one. It's a classic Rock segment, basically all you things you'd expect, but on the whole it was still really fun. Still great to see Rock back in WWE, so good stuff. Before it's time for the LWA versus Legado del Fantasma, Angel and Humberto took on Cruz and Wild in a WrestleMania qualifier to see which team would go for the six-match challenge for the tag title. These four men not only knew each other well from their feud, but also they're four of the most high-flying guys in WWE. This was a fast-paced bout that was a lot of fun and had moments and moments sprinkled in. This was a strong finish from start to finish, and ended with Angel and Berto getting a win after Berto propelled Del Toro in the air so Angel can kick him on the way down. This is kind of tag team wrestling that will get the division back on track, and yeah, for me the right result as well. Like I say, a fun match. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Before we got Randy Orton taking on Grayson Waller. Waller had Theory in his corner for a singles match against Orton on this show. Before the match, Logan Paul asked Nick Aldis to punish Orton for attacking his business partner last week. As this match was about to begin, Paul came out in person to watch. His presence distracted the Viper, so Waller could get in some cheat shots early and slam his opponent onto an announce table when he took the fight out of the ring. While everything they did looked good, it felt pretty by numbers. You could almost predict each move before it happened. It's not uncommon in pro wrestling. It didn't mean it's bad, but it wasn't particularly exciting. Orton got the win with his RKO, and Acceleration was over quickly when Theory took the time to chop him so Paul could attack. But KO ran down to make the save. They almost had a miscommunication, but worked together. The match itself was nothing special, but a few moments on the outside made it intriguing. It was leading to presumably that triple threat match at Mania. So yeah, it worked well for me. Like I say, intrigued to see where it goes. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. We then got Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar. Legado was back at ringside to watch Escobar take on Lee, and what was a high energy contest for in the moment the bell rang. Lee was all over the place, hitting multiple moves a minute, but Escobar just needed one move to put him away and score the win. What started about that seemed like a steel shoulder turned into the quickest match of the night. It's a little hard not to be disappointed to see it end after such a strong start. Carlito and Mysterio both showed up to defend Lee from the LDF to end the segment. After we returned from a break, we saw Pretty Deadly and New Catch Republic already wrestling, so their entrances and start of the match took place during the commercials. The first part of the contest was brief before we got another break. Both teams had gone in some significant offense, but Pretty Deadly have a significant size advantage, leading to them controlling most of the job. All four men did a great job making this feel competitive without a fight with restrictions. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne were able to get the win, which got them one step closer to WrestleMania. I thought both of these things were decent. Fun contests, both for the job and serve the purpose while building towards their respective storylines for Mania. So yeah, I'll give it 6 out of 10. Before this week's main event saw Bayley's facing Dakota Kai, the two went from being best friends to enemies, and yeah, of course Bayley's going to face Sky, and Kai was looking to soften her up. Damage Control got involved a bit, but Bayley still managed to overcome the numbers game. Kai ended up being DQ'd, and Naomi showed up to make the save. Naomi's efforts were for until Damage Control got in control, and they basically destroyed Sky. Most of this was solid wrestling, but the DQ finish was not ideal, but kind of predictable at the same time. But Naomi in there as well will add some protection for Bayley, which will benefit her. So yeah, gets 7 out of 10 from me. Can see what they were doing with this. Maybe didn't quite hit, but so close to WrestleMania, it's kind of what we all expected, to be honest. Overall, this week's SmackDown gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, a pretty decent episode of SmackDown, I have to see. Lots going on, fitting it all in. The Rock stuff at the beginning was entertaining. I think we got some fun matches throughout the card as well. And yeah, the build to WrestleMania, I think, yeah, it is really starting to take shape. And just across the whole show, whole brand, Raw, SmackDown, really, just so excited for WrestleMania. Yeah, the card is looking hot. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.